Ah! Hello, welcome to the Game Writing Review. My name is Jean-Marc, and today I'll be talking about a rumor that's been floating around, which I'm pretty sure is true, but we do know one thing, that Nintendo, the company Nintendo, had put a trademark for N64 in Japan. That's right, and this has led a lot of people, including myself, to say that the Nintendo 64 Classic will be coming out. Whew! So, NES Classic came out, the SNES Classic came out, and I was very excited about the SNES Classic. I played that one more than the original NES. The Atari was my first system, the NES was my second system that I played ever in my life, but my family was a Genesis family. At first I was like, yeah, Genesis is better, but over time I just realized that video games are video games. Video games are fun no matter what platform they come off of. Nintendo had fun games, Genesis had fun games, PlayStation has fun games, Xbox surprisingly had fun games when it came out. I'm very, very excited about the idea that there will be a Nintendo 64 Classic. I only need 3 games. I've been giving this a lot of thought, and I only need 3 games. And that's it, right? That's all I need, really. I mean, there's other games that can be on there that are fun. But for me, for my money, all they need on there, and then I'll buy it. All they need on there is Ocarina of Time, number 1. Number 2, Mario 64. Easy, Mario 64. Number 3, Star Fox 64. That's it. I know what some of you are thinking. Why not put GoldenEye on there? It would be great to play GoldenEye and have online capability with it. True, but have you played GoldenEye? It's been a while since you actually played GoldenEye on the 64. I played it semi-recently, and it's not like first-person shooters now. It's not a 2-stick thing. It's 1 joystick. And you have to get used to playing with that 1 joystick. So unless they make the new N64 Classic with a dual thumbstick thing on it, it'll be very hard to play GoldenEye. You know, GoldenEye was one of my favorite games. I played it the most. Oh, I almost forgot one more game. I said 3, but I forgot. Definitely need a Mario Kart on there. Definitely needs to happen. I completely forgot about Mario Kart, which is another game I played a bunch. Played Mario Kart, we played Star Fox, we tried to do the different branching paths in Star Fox. It was an easy, simple game, but it had a lot of complexity depending on what paths you took. Ocarina of Time, it's just been a long time since I played it. I know it came out for the 3DS recently, but I'm not so much of a handheld gamer, and I really want to play it again, and that'll be the reason to get the N64 Classic. That would be insane if it was on there. And even if they had some of the updated graphics that were on the 3DS, it would be interesting to see any of these games with a little bit updated graphics, maybe smooth out those polygons, a little bit, make Mario look a little bit more normal than he does. But this is exciting. Man, there was this game that we played a lot on the Nintendo 64, and it is a stretch because it's a second-party game. There's no way it's going to be on there. But pie in the sky, Gauntlet Legends. I would love to play Gauntlet Legends. We played a lot of it. It was very addicting. It was just you're going through this kind of linear map, top down, and there were enemies constantly coming out of these like little caves, and you just hit them and hit them and hit them, and you'd eventually go up in levels. There was eventually a sequel on the PS2, and that was Gauntlet Dark Legacy, which was one of our favorite games of all time, and I don't know why. We played the poop out of that game. Once you beat it, you got extra characters, and we played as those extra characters. It was insane. The Gauntlet games were really fun for the next-gen systems, and I don't really hear a lot of people talking about them, but if they did that on the N64, I would be so happy to have Gauntlet Legends again. Oh, man, that would be amazing. One of my favorite games. So far, I've named about 5 games. Ocarina of Time, Mario 64, Star Fox 64, Mario Kart, and Gauntlet Legends. Those would be my top 5 games that I would absolutely want on this system. I'm so excited about it. I want this system to do well. I want it. I'm gonna want it in my house next to my other gaming systems, just sitting there, and I want to see what they do with the controller. They're gonna make it smaller, are they gonna make it better, or are they gonna make it dual stick, or are they gonna keep with how they've been doing their game consoles and just coming up with a very similar type controller that feels a lot like it but isn't quite? We're going to see, but I'm very, very excited about this. Nintendo 64 is one of my, if not my favorite console ever, and if it isn't, PS2 is like right above the 64, just because I have spent so many hours on the PS2. I played the PS2 way more than the Nintendo 64, but the Nintendo 64 I enjoyed so much. I mean, Smash Brothers alone, and the reason I didn't bring up Smash Brothers is not my favorite game. I mean, it's okay. The first one was just crazy, and we did take time out to do that, and Pokemon Stadium was just awesome. Pokemon Stadium was a great game because you could plug in your actual Game Boy Pokemon games and play them on the big screen TV and have fast forward and rewind, and that was amazing. Pokemon Stadium and Stadium 2 were great games, and Smash Brothers was just crazy. To me, it just seemed hectic, that first one, and they kind of finally streamlined it with Melee and kind of went back and forth since then. But anyway, very excited about this system. Let me know what you think about the new Nintendo system coming up. What are the games that you want that I didn't name? Maybe some stuff I forgot. Maybe some really cool stuff that I don't remember. I know I didn't mention of the other Zelda on there, but you know, it just wasn't for me when it came out. Alright, just wasn't for me. I tried playing it twice, couldn't get through it. Maybe I need to try it again. If it is on the Nintendo 64, if Majora's Mask is on the Nintendo 64 Classic, then hey, I might give it a try. Who knows? But let me know what you think. Tell me your opinions, and thank you for watching Game Rating Review. Please would like to subscribe and like you see. And that was my opinion on the Nintendo 64 Classic and what games that I want on it.